We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. This an empire, fucking boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah.
Swole Normuff. Swole
The
Normuff.
sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is
Oh yeah,
sizzling.
basson,
Welcome
basson,
to the Daily
basson.
Swole.
Get some basson, basson. Testing, 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 test, 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 testing, 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 test, 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 testing, 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 testicles, testing, testicles, testicles, or testicles. Oh. Welcome everyone to episode 1380 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, husses, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swoleo back with another episode of The Sleaze. Thank you so much for being here. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's Papa Swoleo, you fucking boy. I'm making gains every fucking day. That's how Papa Swoleo slays. Look at that. Look at that. We got some just rhymes, just impromptu rhymes. How we doing? How we doing? How's the sound coming through? How we looking? How we feeling? How is everything going? Welcome to episode... Ooh, it's raining hard. It's raining gains. I love it's raining gains. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh my god. Rain dance. No water break, but rain dance. No water break. Rain dance time. Failure is your friend. So that is, I wrote down the board, and I will digress that I did not, and I repeat, I did not actually make this card yet, so I'm going to do this right now. So how we doing? How we doing? What we train today? What we pump today? Let's get today started. Let's see, KDM, just in time after my yoga sesh, good. Active recovery, yoga today, very good. Hannah Banana did a heated vinyasa class this morning. It was so sweaty and nice. I did one last night. I sweat. Failure. I sweated so much. Is your... Ooh, did I leave enough room for friend? Ooh, I like that one. I like this one. It's like kind of like all over the place. I like it. This is a good one for 1380. This is a good one. Failure is your friend. Episode 1380. Here's the card. Failure is your friend. So we're going to talk about a couple. We got a couple stories today. We got some good ones, but also some people that are having some struggles and some doubts. And this is something that, of course, all of us deal with. We all deal with doubts. We all deal with things that we're like, okay, maybe it's not going to work out, or maybe it's not going our way. Maybe it's not going to be successful. But it's always the people that quit that never get results. If you quit, you don't get results. If you quit, you're not going to get there, no matter what it is. I mean, it doesn't matter what the struggle is. If you quit, if you stop, how can you get to the finish line if you quit? How can you get to the finish line if you quit? If you stop, you're never going to get there. That's the guarantee. That's the guarantee. The only guarantee of failure is if you don't continue. And if you think about that, you just don't stop, and then you give yourself a chance to succeed, as long as you don't quit. And you know that you've probably heard the phrasing, winners never quit, quitters never win. I have those cards up there in the corner somewhere over there, but it's totally true. Quitters never win because they quit, and winners never quit because if you quit, you can't win. So it's a really good quote, but these things tend to get cliche. They tend to get rubbed off or thrown off like, oh, that's just a cliche quote, or oh, people always say that. Well, people always say that because it's true. Stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. Cliches are cliches for a reason, because they're true. Now, the reason why a lot of them, not always true, but a lot of them are true because of X, Y, and Z. Now, they could be, the reason why they're true might not be a balanced cause. There could be something wrong. Like stereotypes a lot of times are the way they are because of other shitty situations that lead them to be true. But there's a reason why these common themes come out, because they're common themes. And there's a reason, like yesterday when I mentioned, or the video on YouTube, I mentioned that the fashion thing, they were talking about the plus sized fashion for men or women. And they were saying that the average waist size of men, it was the CDC quote from that article about the fashion. Now, how accurate that is or exactly the number, but they said that the average is 40, a size 40 is the average. A size 40 is the average size in the United States, which is horrific. You know, I hear that and I'm thinking, oh my God, that's fucking disgusting. How can a fucking size 40 be the best? I mean, not the best, but the average. The average male has a size, the average male has a size 40. So the average male is fat. Not plus size, not overweight, fat. 40 is fucking fat for most people. You know, unless you're Shaquille O'Neal, a 40 is fat. That's big because the average person is also not 6'7". The average person is probably what, 5'8", 5'9", something like that, something along those lines, the average person. So that's a big waist. If you take the average height and the average waist, then you really get the idea. Because if the average waist is a 40, well, the average height isn't. Like when is a 40-inch waist a good? Someone look that up. I don't know. I don't really want to do. I don't want to go Googling right now. Maybe you could do that. What's the average height in the United States? Let's just do that. What's the average height and the average waist is a 40. So let's see how those match up. Let's just shoot the shit. Someone look that up. And of course, we'll take our sources with a grain of salt. We're not doing in-depth research here. Just someone Google that. Let's see. Josh, one of my favorites is, you miss every shot that you don't take. That's a Gretzky quote, isn't it? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Totally true. All those great things, like those great, you know, like in the NBA, like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, all these people they're notorious for taking that last shot at the end of the game. Well, everyone remembers all the shots that they made. People don't remember all the shots that they miss. Jordan took so many shots at the end of games. He missed most of them, but you remember all the ones he hit for, like the NBA finals and the playoffs and the big ones. You remember the big ones that he made. You don't remember the ones he missed. He remembers every single one he missed. You don't do that. You don't remember those. Those don't get publicity. But if he never took a shot, if he never missed those, he never would have made the other ones because he wouldn't have taken any of them. Let's see here. Let's see. Emilian Davis. Yeah, my max was a 46. So you were a 46 waist at 6'3", and it was not a good look. So check that out. All right. Emilian says he was 46 at a 6'3". So when he's 6'3", now you're shorter now, you're taller. So he's 6'3". And at a 46, so imagine a 40. Let's see here. Nicholas says average for men in the USA is 5'10". Okay, so if you're 5'10" and you're 40, if 6'3" inches, if 46, a waist of 46 at 6'3", is not a good look. Imagine a 40 at 5'10". You're only 6 sizes or 6 inches around the waist or whatever, the sizing actually is. I mean, that's accurate for men, right? 40, 60 inches is the size. I mean, and the reason why I ask that, because I would have absolutely no doubt that they would adjust it and that it wouldn't be completely lined up due to the fashion industry, because they make up sizes and shit all the time. I'm just checking because I'm not in fashion. So if the average height in the United States is 5'10", and they say that the average is a 40-inch waist, holy shit. If you said it was not a good look at a 46 when you're 6'3", imagine a 40 at 5'10". What is that? 5 inches shorter. Is that correct? Yeah, 5 inches shorter. Jesus. General butt naked. At 6'11" on one calculator, 40 inches is in the okay range. Holy shit. Holy shit. Look that up now. Bearded dad, I was a 40-inch and 5'9" in July last year. Bought new pants Sunday. Now a 32. Good for you. Good for you, dude. So you were 5 foot. So what's at 5'10", what's a good waist size? What's a good waist size for 5'10"? What's the average, or what should it be? Maybe we can compare that. I mean, whatever your pant size is. I don't really wear pants that give me a size. I just wear shorts all the time. I don't wear pants. I think I'm probably a 32. I think I'm a 32 now. The problem with me is that I have legs and glutes, so my waist is smaller, and then it's always hard to fit in pants. It's easier to find stuff now because a lot more people work out, so a lot of brands allow for stretch, because I would always put on pants, my thighs would almost rip the fabric because I couldn't get them on my thighs, and then my waist was like wide. It looked like I had a hula hoop around me. It was so fucked up for so long buying clothes, and it still is fucked up, but it's fundamentally fucked up because it just shows how out of shape people are. They're not even making pants for anyone that even remotely does a squat, let alone works out regularly. So now all these little micro brands and a different brands. And that's, again, I've said this a lot of times. It's one of the benefits and one of the great things that has happened since CrossFit got so popular, because so many more people are lifting free weights and so many people are training, and so many more people, there's such a bigger population of people that exercise, that a lot of brands are coming out that support that. So for the equipment aspect and for the clothing aspect, CrossFit's been a real positive influence in our society. As much as I tease about CrossFit, I mean, the positives have drastically outweighed the negatives. Even when I talk shit and it's overall, any kind of movement, any kind of like focus on exercise is always a positive. Very, very rarely is it a negative, except when it's the biggest loser. Oh, sorry. Hopefully the stream doesn't get... Why did this open? Hold on. I just opened up my video editor. Not a good look. Not a good thing. I don't know why I opened it. There we go. Hopefully the stream didn't get screwed up. That shit takes up some fucking memory. Eesh. Just randomly during a live stream. Let's open up Final Cut or Premiere. Yeah, just open up some... Why not just throw After Effects in there? Just fucking open it up. Computer's like, no, I don't want to. Not now. I'm busy. Nicholas, at 5'8", depending on the brand of the jeans, I'm a waist size 32 to 34 at 5'8". The Bearded Rhino, I'm 5'10". My life, wear a 38. I'm not sure you mean. Obviously 40 inches is fat as fuck. Levi's have changed their designs because everyone lifts now. It's a beautiful thing. They used to have super skinny legs. Super skinny. I never wore Levi's. I've never purchased a pair. I still have never purchased a pair of Levi's. They never fit me. No, my RAM was like, fuck, my fan came on, my computer's like, oh shit, and everything's gonna get choppy. My computer's fast, and I have a lot of RAM, but you start opening shit like that, nope, not gonna like it. So today's episode, let's just give a little recap, and let's get a couple things that are going on. So I've been texting some of you. You're gonna have all the details. Tomorrow is the live Ask Papa Swole. So Ask Papa Swole will live tomorrow, and it's on the Swolenormous channel. So remember, tomorrow, fam, it's not on this channel. So those of you that are on Swole Text, I will be sending you a text with a link. So you just hit that and go right there. But if you don't have the notifications on the Swolenormous channel, make sure you do that so you don't miss tomorrow's episode. So 1381 Ask Papa Swole live is on the Swolenormous YouTube channel. Reminder, Swolenormous YouTube channel. Mañana, don't miss it, you fucking bish. Okay. So today's first post, we have some serious failure is your friend. Hashtag failure is your friend for today's Swole card. And it's totally true. Failure is your friend. There is no success without failure. There is no success without failure. If you're not failing, you're not trying. You're not trying hard enough. You're not working hard enough. This is something that you need to be vividly, and just tangibly aware of. That it's okay for things not to work out. It's okay for you to try an exercise and it's not your favorite. It's okay for you to try some approach to nutrition. I mean, the elimination diet is literally about failing. Like the elimination diet and going through and cutting out foods is literally figuring out foods that don't work for you. It's literally figuring out which things do not work. That's all nutrition is. That's what a practice is. A practice means you keep on failing until your failures get smaller and smaller and you just stay between the lines and you go your direction for what you're trying to accomplish. It's practice. You have to fail. You absolutely have to fail. You will not succeed unless you fail. And if you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. You're not challenging yourself. And some people always try to do things that they succeed at. And there's a difference between only doing things that are in your comfort zone that you can succeed at and taking on small obtainable tasks. So instead of always, setting the bar super, super high, there's another famous quote. I forget who said it. It's on my wall. It's like, instead of setting 7-foot high bars I have to jump over, I set 1-foot bars and I step over them continuously. It's something along those lines. So you can Google that if you want to, but those are cards on my wall. So you have challenges and you push yourself and you challenge yourself, but you're making them obtainable. So every step, like, you're able to accomplish them. They're still challenges, but you don't need to climb Mount Everest every time you're trying to overcome a challenge. It needs to be something, it needs to be, a step. It needs to be a step. It needs to be something that you're building on every single day. It doesn't have to be leaps and bounds. Okay. And if you're making those little micro successes on a daily basis or every couple days, depending on what it is, you are going to make progress long term. And isn't that the goal? The goal is longevity. The goal is long term. The goal is to build that consistency and that success over the long term, so you have that outcome that you're looking for. You get to your goal. Nut huggers. Nut huggers. Do you guys mean wranglers, aka nut huggers? Nut huggers. That's right, wranglers. Maybe. I've never liked Lee jeans. I've never liked Levi's. They've never fit me. And I've never ever worn Wranglers. If you're skipping leg day on the daily, you could wear all those. Maybe now. But the only reason now that they're stretching is because people are fat, not because they lift. It's because they have fat fucking thighs, because they don't lift. What's up, Garrett? I've learned to use my failure in fitness as a method for where I need to troubleshoot, but when I was a flabby hunk of whale shit, I like that, I would fail and give up. I thought this thought process has changed my life, much less fitness. Well, that's why the 7 pillars they're not alone. They're not only for fitness. It's not just for the gym. That's what we talk about here. You're like, wow, this is so much more about life, and this podcast and Swolenormous X and everything is so much more about lifestyle and life rather than just fitness, because fitness is life. And I'm trying to take back that concept because I like the word diet. I think diet is good. I think diet means what you fucking eat. And I think we have to stop hiding. Diet's a bad word, restrictive diet. I think people need a restrictive diet, but it's how you perceive a restrictive diet. I think you need to restrict yourself because you're eating garbage foods. But if you're doing an elimination and you're restricting other foods, if you're eating the right foods, it doesn't feel restrictive. I mean, it's all how you look at it. Saying you're like, if I'm my nutrition, you might say that's a restricted diet. Well, it's restricted because I don't eat certain things, because I prefer certain fuel. I prefer certain foods that make me perform better. So I'm looking at it from a glass half full. Most people look at a restrictive diet as half empty. They're like, what are we not eating? I'm like, well, what am I eating? I'm focusing more on what I am eating rather than what I'm not, because there's a lot of things. There are hundreds or thousands of foods that I'm not eating. but the ones that I am eating are covering my bases. They're giving me the nutrition that I need. They're helping me repair, helping me recover. I feel excellent. I perform well. I don't have joint pain, all these different things. So it's all how you look at it. An elimination diet, because nutrition is more about what you're taking away than what you're getting. In this world where we have abundance of everything, you need to eliminate things. You can't possibly eat everything, nor should you. If you are, you're going to look like you eat everything. Case in point, the average is a 40. The average waist size is a 40 because people just fucking eat everything. People just fucking eat everything. Fucking eat everything. So the first post today, let's jump into this one. This one's from Corey. So Swole fam, let's fucking get on it. Corey says, "Hey fam, sorry I've been away. I do have a little bit of good news. My dad went to the Mayo Clinic and they're going to do some experimental treatments that might help him. So there is a glimmer of hope. As for me, I have reached out for professional help to deal with stress without running to a bottle. It was not easy for me. I know, damn male ego. I'm still working on meditation, but not completely there yet. I have been sober since my last post. I made it back to the gym today and plan on starting the 90-day dash again next week. Even with all the bad decisions the past couple of weeks, I have still lost 2 pounds. I want to thank all of you for being here. I have gone back and read all the comments from my last posts, and it has helped me tremendously. Hashtag back at it." So let's get some gorilla grunts going for Corey. Good shit, man. Good shit, man. Proud of you. Keep on posting. Keep on posting. Don't run to the bottle. This is pillar number 1, community. Who you surround yourself with. You got to stay consistent, but stay consistent with your community. A lot of these pillars that we talk about, a lot of the pillars go back and they cross over. The pillars cross over. One pillar supports another. They all support one another. They're all stronger together. It's like Captain Planet. With your pillars combined, I am Papa Swolio. You combine all the pillars and all of a sudden I show up like in my underwear and green hair. Meow. Yeah, I'm going to get pumped. So anyway, Corey, respect. Best of luck and wishes to your father and your family and stuff. But you're on the right track. I mean, instead of running to the bottle, all of a sudden you're locking it down. You're building different habits. You're creating different triggers. You're creating different systems. You have the framework. So when you are struggling, when you are in need, when you are susceptible to those things, you are referring not to a bottle, but to people around you. That's fucking fire. And you're working out. You're still losing weight. You know, obviously you're under stress, so it's not necessarily the best type of weight loss, but you're not gaining weight. You're not eating your feelings. You're not drinking. You're not going down a spiral. So good for you, man. We're here for you. This one, holy fucking post. Sorry. This just takes up the entire screen. Sorry, fam. Let's see here. Just going to cover my face for a second. Marianne, had a coworker come to me today to ask for some advice. He's been having intestinal issues for many months, abdominal pain and weight loss. Found staying away from gluten helps, but still having issues. Has had many tests, scopes, both gastric and colon, biopsies, etc. His doctor recommended an elimination, but couldn't offer him any guidelines and told my coworker to Google it. Google. A doctor, hey, Google it. Google it. When your doctor, the moment when your doctor tells you to fucking Google it. Coworker came to me and I handed over my spare elimination food list, went over how to do it, how to add foods back in, what to pay attention to, any tips and tricks I could think of, etc. Told him that half-assing this wouldn't do it and he needs to commit and figure his nutrition out. Well, good job, Marianne, for doing what the medical professional did not or could not. And we talked about yesterday how most doctors don't get proper nutrition training and they just don't know. They're human beings. They're human beings. Doctors are human beings and they don't have the ability or the time to read every last bit of research and every last bit of things. I mean, think about how big the medical field is. For a general practitioner, any kind of doctor or any kind of fucking doctor, to have them know everything, to have them know all about, not to mention all the diseases. Like we're talking about, like we're interested in the health stuff, how we stay healthy, how do we, and of course, bring ourselves back to health. So we're being proactive, but doctors are very reactive because most people go, and that's the problem, I think. Doctors are not in a system of wellness. They're in a system of sick. You go to a doctor when you're sick. We are here because where are the doctors that are taking care of us when we're healthy? We don't have any need for medicine. We're not doing anything for medicine. We're not doing anything for ourselves before we get sick. We're waiting until we have a fucking disease. Hey, I have a huge 3-inch lump out of the side of my head. Let me go to the doctor and check it out. We wait till we're sick to go get medicine. We wait till we're sick to figure shit out. We wait till we have diabetes before we go to the doctor. Oh my God, I have diabetes. I got to change my life. No, you should have done it 30 fucking years ago. Tons of fun. Not now. You should have done it before. You should have done it before. And the reason why I say tons of fun, because it's you. It's up to fucking you. Everyone listening and watching, it's you. Your doctor is not responsible for your health. They're not. You are. Now, it's great to have a quality physician because there are some things that you need a doctor to look into. You need an expert for x-rays, for MRIs. You need an expert for those things that you cannot implement yourself. You need an expert for the things that you don't know what to look for. You don't know, hey, this bump, they check it out. Okay, we should go, here's a referral, here's this. You can get things checked out. But a doctor's not going to be, you're not going to the doctor when you're super healthy. We go when we're sick. We've said this before, it's sick care, not health care. So you're the one that has to be in charge. Doctor telling you to Google something, fuck me. Jesus Christ. Brandon, I've started a new diet, trying to get into better shape, find myself floating around the same weight. What are some good exercise to help with weight loss other than cardio? Fuck your cardio. Why don't you lift weights and do an elimination diet? Forget your new diet, do an elimination diet. That's my recommendation. Yoga, lifting weights, add cardio if you have extra time. Weights, yoga, meditation, and then you can sprinkle in some cardio as needed. Cardio is not required for weight loss. It's good for cardiovascular health, and it depends on what your goals are, but it's certainly not required to lose weight. Don't just start a new diet. That's not a good way to be consistent with a diet. You need to figure out what foods work best, and then you can go from there to determine what diet is best for you. That's what we do in Swolenormous X. You go through an elimination, you start figuring out which foods work best for you, and then you branch out and you start pursuing different lifestyle approaches, whether it's intermittent fasting, time restricted, 16-8, 18-6. Maybe you do a 24 once a week for fasting. Maybe you're doing keto. Maybe you start going down a pescatarian route or vegetarian. You know, you start figuring out which foods are best for you, and then you figure out your nutrition. Then you figure out your diet. But we all start on the same page because that's the best way. Wherever you're starting from, you should do an elimination. That way you can actually see what works best for you. Don't just start a diet. That's a rough way to be consistent. Just our hardcore experience. Good advice, in my opinion. All right, this one's from Mike. So here's an amusing story that happened to me today. And this is from Big Mike. Big Mike. So here's an amusing story. I was humming a tune in my head all day, not really paying attention to what it was. After a few hours, it finally clicked, and I hear, okay, fam, it's time for a water break. Hello, kitty. Meow. Yep, I'm a regular watcher of the podcast and had the water break song stuck in my head. I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. Anyone else? Has this happened to anyone else? If not, do I need help? A swole intervention? A swolebotomy? Haha, have a great day, fam.
Yow.
I don't think you do. I don't think you need any help. I think you're just fine. I think you're just fine, Mike. I think you just fine. Brandon says, I tried keto, hated it. I have cut out carbs and sugars, and I am doing intermittent fasting. Well, keto is fine. You just don't have to stay in keto all the time. And that's the problem with planting flags. People that they go keto and then they change their profile and everything is keto. Everything has cheese all over it. Everything is keto, 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 keto. And keto's the winner. Keto is great. I mean, you're going into ketosis. If you're intermittent fasting, most people don't think about that. You're going into ketosis. What do you think your body is grabbing? When you don't have food present, your body goes into ketosis, especially if you're doing lower carb. Like, your body will go into it depending on what nutrients are available. But I don't personally think you should be in keto all the time. I don't think it's like an all the time type diet. Like, some people are always staying in, always. I mean, you go out, you come back in, but it's up to you. That's why the elimination diet's so important, because you'll customize it better. I don't do a lot of carbs. I do more carbs on training days, and I do fasting and stuff like that. I feel better. I feel better when I fast. But in terms of intermittent fasting, I do it. Sometimes I do protein fasting on those intermittent fasts, but I do like doing a day. I like a 24-hour. I like longer periods. I think it's really good. Get some coffee and just drink water and do it on a day where I'm not lifting. Maybe a day where I'm just doing some yoga, or it's a rainy day and it's like, I'm not going to be doing too much activity. And like, all right, I'll fast, something like that. It depends, but lifestyle is so important when it comes to nutrition because you got to be consistent. But it has to have some logic. You can't just be doing random shit. You have to know, okay, this is what I do and create that system. And then you learn what works best for your body. You learn what works best for your body. What's good for your body. What's your body doing? Yeah, look at my body. Look at my biceps. Look at my triceps. Zachary, cardio is so overrated for overweighted. Cardio is so overrated for weight loss, for fat loss. I treat it like a last resort when it comes to losing fat. Eat healthy and lift some fucking weights. I preach. I think it's overrated too. I think it's good for you. I mean, I do cardio. Look, yoga is a lot of cardiovascular work. Talk about moving in inversions. You're going up, you're going down, you're twisting, you're bending, you're regulating the breath, you're activating stabilizers, you're twisting and you're bending the organs. Cardio's er, er, it's repetitive, and I think you can do it. I'm not saying avoid it. I just don't think it has to be like I do cardio 4 times a week. I think you can sprinkle that on. I think you need to lock your nutrition down. I think you need to lock your training down because cardio doesn't take, and this might rub some people the wrong way, but cardio doesn't take effort in the sense that you don't have to really think when you're doing cardio. You know what I'm saying? If you're walking on a treadmill or you're walking outside or you're jogging or you're on a step mill or you're swimming, it's very repetitive. It's a great moving meditation. Same thing with yoga. You're doing anything over and over and over again. You don't have to think, like you just do it. So you can do it. You can implement it, do 10, 15, 20 minutes. Like I do that in the step mill. I warm up. I do 10, 20 minutes. I listen to music. I listen to a podcast. I FaceTime someone. I take some notes. I think the TV's on some bullshit fucking Fox News or some crap. And, it's on. You're like, ugh, ignore. I watch people around the gym. I say hi to someone. They come say hi to me when I'm warming up. So I use that and you get your heart rate going. And then I do my specific warm ups. I do some mobility stuff based on what I'm training. And then I work out. And then when you're doing yoga, you're sweating your fucking ass off. You're getting plenty, but it's more useful for your body because you're bending, you're twisting, you're inverted, you're bending and moving your spine. Plus, with proper nutrition, meditation. I just think those things, because I'm very much aware of how much time people have in a day, because I know how much time I have in a day. It's the same as you. And I feel very limited with my time. And if I wake up a little bit later or I go to sleep earlier or something, I notice it because I have a lot of things I want to do every single day. And you all have that too. And you have 1 job or 2 jobs and 3 kids or 4 kids, or you have a lot of things going on. So if you have limited time in the gym, limited time period, I just think because we are all busy, you have better use of your limited time than to just do cardio. I'd rather you do yoga. I'd rather you meditate. I'd rather you lift weights. And then add cardio in after you've locked down all those things, because all those other things are going to help you a lot more than just doing straight cardio. But you can do that as a component of your training. Just use it as a warm up or a cool down. I just wouldn't go and spend like an hour and just doing it. Like you have more effective things to do with your time and you don't need quite so much, especially if you're doing all those other things. Think about it. 15, 20 minutes of cardio over the course of a week in congruency, like in addition to doing lifting, meditation and yoga, rather than sacrificing yoga and meditation for like an hour cardio and just doing lifting and cardio. No, like do less of that. Because if you're doing an hour of cardio, a lot of people do an hour of cardio 3 or 4 days a fucking week. What if you do 20 minutes and then all of a sudden you have 2 or 3 or 4 additional hours? Now you got yoga and meditation. Yoga and meditation is so much better if you had to like do yoga and meditation or cardio. Fucking yoga and meditation all day long, all fucking day long. But here's the thing, you're still doing it. You're still doing 15 or 20 minutes, and now you have 40 extra minutes. You could do 20 minutes of yoga. You could do 20 minutes of a meditation, boom. Or 10 minutes of a meditation and 30 minutes of yoga, which is great. That's even better. 10 minutes of a meditation is a great thing. And then you build from there. But I'm telling you, right? How many of you prefer to do yoga and meditation than cardio or have seen better benefits? And these are the benefits. Think about what a proper mindset will do. A proper mindset will help you for nutrition, consistency, all those pillars. Like a meditation practice, 10 minutes a fucking day will help every single pillar. It will help every aspect of your life. Every aspect of your life. Of course you fucking lost 46 pounds on 3 months doing just cardio. Of course you did. Because when you eat less and you move more, you'll lose weight. That's the whole point. But you didn't do yoga. And you didn't maybe focus as much on quality foods and nutrition. Maybe you didn't focus on strength training. So now you lost some weight, but now you're 3 months behind on training, on yoga and meditation. So how much did you really gain? That's good. I'm not saying it's impossible to lose weight doing cardio. You don't have to do jack shit. You just eat less. You'll lose weight without doing cardio. You will lose weight without doing cardio. That's the point. It doesn't take effort. You need to be building better habits and it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It doesn't mean that it can't work. It doesn't mean that you can't do that. Like, James, you'll do that and then you'll go right to meditate. Like, you'll be fine. And I'm proud of you. That's good. I'm just saying that there's always those people saying like, well, I did cardio and I lost weight. Of course. I mean, it's exercise. It's physical activity. It's just mindless physical activity. It's good for you. Anyone that loves cardio, that's fine. You can enjoy it. I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is you need to use your time wisely. It's time management. So here's how I see it. I don't know if it's a number one, but it's right up there. It's probably number one. It's probably the number one excuse. I don't have time for fitness, for training. I don't have time to prep my meals. I don't have time to go to the gym, but I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't know where to start. And there's so much information, but that's the classic. I don't have time. So if people are saying they don't have time, what do we need to do? We need to use time more wisely. So if most people's excuse for not doing what they need to do is time, let's not take up a massive amount of time doing something that isn't as like we're trying to get the most results with the least amount of effort, and not necessarily, let me rephrase that, with the least amount of time. Like if we can do something for 20 minutes that'll get us the same benefits or more than something we would do for an hour, it's a much better choice. Okay. That's why when you go on Waze or Google Maps and you look up an address, you don't take the longer route. So if there's one way and like, hey, if I take the highway here, I'll get there in 15 minutes, but I have this other method. I could take all these side roads and it'll take 55 minutes. I have an hour to spare. Let me just go on these fucking back roads for no goddamn reason. Said no one ever. Everyone always takes the fastest route, which is why it defaults to giving you the fastest route when you look on maps. So it's like, why go the long route? Because if you can do yoga, meditation, okay, yoga, meditation, and you're focusing on quality of nutrition and your weight training, if you're doing all those things with X amount of time, you can still have your cardiovascular benefits. You can still do cardiovascular. You're getting that from yoga as well. You're getting a lot of cardiovascular benefits because you're getting inversions, you're twisting, you're moving in multiple planes of motion, all planes of motion. So you're getting more benefits from practicing yoga, like even a power class or a vinyasa class. You're getting much more benefit from doing a vinyasa flow than 30 minutes of cardio on a treadmill or on a step mill. No doubt about it. No, when I talk about benefits, I'm not just talking about fat motility, or I'm talking about psychological and physical benefits. You're getting more from a vinyasa flow. You'll be dripping in sweat and you'll be like a challenging vinyasa, whether it's level 2 or 3 or level 1 for those of you that are starting out, much more than just doing straight cardio. So if you're doing, because a lot of people do an hour of cardio, how much cardio do you do? I'm curious. I mean, let's go into this a little bit more because cardio is such a sensitive issue for some people. And I always I say fuck cardio a lot just because of how people think of cardio. I want to get your attention. Again, just for the record, I don't mind if you do cardio. It's fine if you do cardio. I'm not saying that cardio is evil. I'm not saying that cardio doesn't work. I'm not saying that you can't run and enjoy it. Most people run wrong. Most people just spend a lot of time on shit that they don't need to spend time on. That's why the 7 pillars exist, because most people are worried about blood flow restriction training or the wobble board or this new piece of equipment. It's like, yo, you're not even doing the basics properly. What do you care about that new research on this new device and this new supplement. You're not even fucking going to the gym 4 days a week or 5 days a week. You're not even lifting properly. What do you fucking care about this other bullshit? You're eating a loaf of bread every fucking weekend, struggling to lose weight. What the fuck what do you care about this? Oh, this new study. You're not even doing the basics. Do the fucking basics and worry about the other stuff after. The fucking basics. Most people have no fucking idea. Let's see here. Christian, when I do cardio, it's usually 20 to 30 minutes. Let's see here. 15 minutes before doing my weights. Let's see. Christina, I do totally different training now, and I regret I did just cardio and swimming. Well, the same kind of thing. I love cardio, but I lift too. And that's a whole different conversation. If you love cardio, some people love it. I mean, it's a good feeling. It's kind of like that moving meditation. It's that boom, those repetitions, and you kind of zone out, that runner's high or that cardio high. I understand. I used to do a lot more cardiovascular based training too. So, I mean, if you like it, liking it, this is completely different. So anyone that says they like it, like Phoebe or Gorsh, so I still do cardio, I like it, that's fine. Like it's totally, like, liking it is different. Liking cardio is different. What I want to do, so if you like it, that's a whole different conversation. I'm talking about people that think, I think you all know that what I'm talking about. People that are associating cardio, that they need, it's so closely associated in the fitness industry where it's, okay, weight loss, cardio. I'm just making the point that that's not required to lose weight. That's not what leads to weight loss. It's something that can create an environment for your body where you need to lose weight, but it's not something that, oh, how much cardio should I do? It's like, that's not the right question. What do you want to do? What are you doing now? How are you using your time? Eliminating those excuses, because if you only have limited time, and a lot of you have limited time, you have kids, you have jobs, you have responsibilities, you don't have 4 hours a day to fucking do everything every day, nor should you be doing everything every day. You shouldn't be lifting weights every fucking day. You don't need to do yoga you don't need to, you can, but you also don't want to do a power yoga class 7 days a week. You're going to fucking hurt yourself. Those are intense yoga classes. So yoga can get too intense. Restorative flows, you could do yin every day, but you can't do vinyasa every day, or I don't recommend it. So you still need recovery, which is why pillar number 4 is recovery. And yoga and mobility is a component of recovery. So is nutrition. So is mindfulness. A lot of things go into recovery, proper program design, deloading. It's more of like being aware of how you have to back off your training and other methodologies to aid and to fill your cup, like foam rolling, stretching, massage, all those different types of things. Well, that's great to hear. Garrett says, I slipped 3 discs in my back in a work accident. Ouch. And always had a stiff back and pain daily. I've been doing yoga and I'm as limber as a fucking cat, which helps me as a first responder. Thank you for your service, and thanks for being there. What do you do, Garrett? Tell everyone what you do. First responder, what's your profession? Spartans, what is your profession? Making gains. Hi, Connor. Just done my Tabata cardio, LOL. Perfect timing to watch Pop about to do my yoga. I just come in. Fuck your fucking cardio. Everyone that likes cardio, fuck you and your fucking, hey, just finished cardio. What's up, guys? Just knocking on cardio. And then Connor comes in like all sweaty. Hey, guys, what are you talking about? Fuck you. Nah, it's cool. Good for you. Good for you. Like I said, I'm not against cardio. I just like talking about shit that shocks people. I'm like, hey, you can think about cardio differently. It's a tool. It's not something that you have to do. Like, you all know what I'm talking about. People kill themselves doing cardio. People kill themselves doing cardio. Kill themselves. I do agree. I do agree. I think it's overplayed. I think it's overdone. I agree. You shouldn't be doing a ton of cardio before lifting weights. It will exhaust you. Love using the Swollen 7s before lifting. Have found that especially doing too much cardio like running, for me, seems to work against my weight training. I wouldn't do a lot before you work out. I wouldn't do lifting before you work out. I mean, do a lot of cardio. I do like maybe 10, 15 minutes, but I don't extend it. I don't keep going. Garrett says, I am an EMT and currently in the police academy. Good shit, man. Good shit. Okay, this post is from, let's jump into the next post from the Swole fam. This one's from Jessica, and she says, so I've been making baby steps with what I eat, eliminate a few things and cut down on others like pop. Only have had a can or two this week. It's been weird, and sometimes my body is resisting in almost painful ways. That part might be because my doctor thinks along with extreme vitamin D deficiency, I might be hypoglycemic. The good thing is I am winning some because I find yummy alternatives like this place I've been wanting to try called Pokemon. I got a Poke Bowl today and it's so colorful and delicious with a bunch of stuff I can get myself and probably make at home. This is only a portion of what I got to do, or I got two. Oh, you posted a picture. I didn't share it. Probably have enough to last me a few meals, all for about $10, which is awesome. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. And this post, the reason why I wanted to share it is because it just shows the process. Again, it's one of those failure is your friend. Today's Swole card, failure is your friend. And I don't think there's any failures in Jessica's post. It's just going through the process of trying things, finding what works, and then seeing what else works. And just keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Keep on tweaking. Keep on tweaking. Keep on adjusting. Learn different things. Figure out different meals or different things that you enjoy or want to try, and then customizing it for you. That's good shit. That's good shit, fam. That's good shit. This is an important post that I wanted to share because this kind of cuts right to the heart of what the topic is today. So everyone buckle down. I'm going to read through this. This one's from Amanda, and it's important because it's very easy to get discouraged. And today is Saturday, so a lot of people on the weekend tend to get discouraged because you have a lot of pushback oftentimes on the weekend. So let's just take a look at this post and dig into this for a moment. So strap in and let's give her some support and attention. Amanda says, I think I give up. I'm about to start week 9 of the 90-day dash, but my doctor told me to lay off weights until I see a physical therapist at the end of the month. I'm not sure of the reason for that. So that's important information, but haven't lost any weight anyway since starting and gained 4 pounds in the last week from the medication he put me on for fibromyalgia. He says none of his patients that are taking Lyrica, and you guys can all give some additional insight because I don't know what that is and I'm not an expert in fibromyalgia, but we'll get into more of the details here in a second for those that are listening too. He says, the doctor says none of his patients that are taking Lyrica have gained weight or had the side effects I had. He said, it sounds like I had the flu. I say, hell no, those awful side effects are from that shit, meaning the medication. We don't even know if I have fibromyalgia. It seems like a weird. So why are you taking meds for fibromyalgia if you're not sure? So next step, at least one session with a physical therapist and then maybe more x-rays. The last month I started fasting all day and eating around 6 until 9 or 10. I drink a gallon of water and what I've been eating is sweet potatoes, cooked kale and spinach, or sauerkraut and mushrooms. Not much meat, but it's been turkey cutlets here and there. It doesn't sound like you're eating well, to be honest. Sweet potatoes, cooked kale. I mean, kale has a lot of oxalates and kale's, I don't like kale at all. Or sauerkraut and mushrooms. Some people have issues with mushrooms. So you never know. Sauerkraut can be good. Depends on if there's the quality of it. Fermented foods can be good or maybe cause you distress in some people, but I like sauerkraut. Let's see. So anyone else, just keep on dropping your comments. We'll talk about this. Just kind of working through this. Not much meat, but it's been turkey cutlets. Turkey is not my preferred. It's a very lean and low quality. It's like chicken. It's very hard to get quality chicken. It's very hard to get quality turkey. That's not, eating grains and just no quality fats, really. Turkey's very lean. Ugh. I did decide to go back on my thyroid medication a few days ago, which I've been off of for over 5 months. I gained almost 20 pounds before I found out my thyroid was out of whack and took over 6 months just to lose 10 of those pounds. Now I've gained 4 back. Really, I can't take it anymore. What is wrong with me or what am I doing wrong? I haven't been interested in much the last few weeks. I have run out of patience trying to figure out why. In the last 2 years, I can hardly lose a pound a month. I can't even seem to absorb any help given to me by the fam. It just goes in and out of my thoughts. I think I can't be helped. Well, first off, I think you need to meditate more and stop looking at the fucking scale. God damn it, Amanda. Stop looking at the fucking scale. Everything is about how much weight you're fucking losing. You need to quadruple down on your health because you're taking medication for something that you don't know you have. I'm not saying to go against doctors' orders, but you're taking a medication for something you don't know you have, and then you're on thyroid medication. Like, we need to figure out what's going on fundamentally here. You know, all these medications are causing, like, that's what's causing the weight fluctuations. That's what's causing the weight fluctuate. You're on all these medications. Medications can keep you from losing weight no matter how much of like, they're changing your endocrine system. They're affecting your endocrine system. They're affecting how your body functions. These medications are adjusting how your body will handle weight management and calorie management. Like, so I don't know what you're doing. There's no need to give up. You started fasting all day, eating around 6 till 9 or 10, which is pretty late. So you might want to tighten that up a little bit. Sweet potatoes, cooked kale or spinach, sauerkraut or mushroom. It doesn't sound like you're getting nutrients. It doesn't sound like you're getting enough. You're just not eating enough food. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to do an elimination diet or something? I just look at your nutrition and I don't like it, to be honest, which gives me hope. Like, it's not a bad thing. I'm looking at like, oh, you're not eating well. I don't think you should be taking, look, I'm not a doctor and I don't know everything about you, but it sounds like you're just taking all sorts of medication, which is fucking you up psychologically too, because it's very common to have mental shifts. How many of you can speak on that? Can you all, can some of you speak on what these medications do to like depression and mental states? I don't think everyone talks about this kind of stuff enough. You go on like a thyroid medication and then it makes you fucking feel depressed and it fucks your head up. I mean, she's fucking her own head up, but she's taking the ball and running with it, like picking up a fumble and like running with it. Because obviously she's like really obsessed with the weight loss and the fucking scale. So fundamentally, that's not what you should be looking at every day. You're going to fluctuate normally. And if you're dealing with thyroid issues and other medications, of course your weight's not going to correspond. It doesn't look like you're eating optimally for you. And you're in the middle of all these like medical issues. Of course your body's going to be fucking all over the place. Let's see. Melody says, Lyrica is scary stuff. I cheered the day I found out that my mom came off this. Agree with get healthy first, then worry about your weight. It will take time, but will fall into place. Let's see. I've never heard of Lyrica, so a lot of you have or deal with that kind of stuff. So let's see. Phil, before my mom took Lyrica, she had shots directly into her nerves, grasped and scraping, literally having the nerves cut out of her feet. Then she took it. Don't take that shit just because. And of course, we're not all doctors. This is not medical advice, but you're getting people that have more experience than I do with these exact medications. Karen says, Lyrica makes you feel like crap. You can gain weight on it. Jill, if you don't phase out of medications properly or start taking them again abruptly, they can really fuck with your head. Thank you, Jimmy, for that reference. Remember, everyone, this is in the Swole fam. So if you haven't, after this post, how about everyone goes over there and make sure that you drop if you didn't comment on this post, go do it. All right, go do it. Go comment on this post in the group because it's there. So you could drop your comments here and we're talking about it right now, but make sure you go and drop your comments in the post in the Swole fam group because there are nurses there that everyone was saying, go check that out. Let's see here. And let's give her some more support because obviously she shouldn't give up. This is not the end. This is just a little bit of a roadblock, but this is what's important to understand because a lot of people in this country are going through the same kind of shit. And doctors are only able to give limited advice and limited suggestions. And they're just they're playing Sherlock Holmes. They just have limited time. They're like, hey, try this. Hey, let's see you with this. Come back in 3 weeks. Come back in a month. We'll see you next month. Take this medication. Then you're fucked around with a medication that sucks for a month. And you come back and you're like, no, it didn't work. They gave you this pill. Oh, it didn't work. Yeah, because you need to change the fucking basics. You need to change what you're doing at home. Let's see. I want the best for you, so I don't want to give you advice that's wrong, but I'm not satisfied with your nutrition approach. I think there's a lot of stuff going off there. And plus, even meditation and nutrition, you're kind of going up against medication. It's really hard to do that. Let's see. Christiana Logsden. Don't give up. My fibro pain and inflammation is damn near gone. I no longer have acne, hyperhidrosis, edema, hormone issues, depression, anxiety. I'm off the meds too. Diet, mindfulness, and exercise. So thank you, Christiana, for feeding in. Hannah, she might not be getting enough calories. A lot of people don't realize that eating too little can also hinder weight loss. True. Your body thinks it's winter time or there's no food available. Michelle, it's not just about losing the weight. It's about overall health. You need to fuel your body with the proper nutrition. I have thyroid issues, hypothyroid issues, and it will mess with your hormones, which can cause all the issues you're having. Get your thyroid under control, and a lot of those issues will decrease or go away. Thank you, Michelle, for your comment. Christiana, again, I've lost a bunch of weight and have relieved the pressure from my joints and from my back injury. Good for you. Keep practicing. I would say that, Kim. I would. Love your hair, Papa Swole. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Work the pillars. Work the pillars. Work them, work them, work them. Garrett, Lyrica will fuck your blood pressure up and will drastically drop and raise it throughout the day. And from an EMT standpoint, blood pressure fluctuations can bring on physiological ideations. Very good input. Thank you. Good shit. Good shit. So everyone, make sure that you go and comment on this post and give Amanda some feedback. There isn't always a direct answer because we don't know everything. Just from what she was saying from her nutrition, I think it could be better. I'm not a big fan. I don't like that. I don't like the protein selection. I don't like the turkey cutlet approach. I mean, there's better choices. This is just my opinion, and I would not eat that. So, I'm just telling you from what I would do. I would not eat that stuff. I don't eat turkey. So, I'm not saying, of course, that just because I don't eat it, you can't. But it doesn't seem like there's that much. You're not getting a ton of calories. You're getting from kale, spinach, sauerkraut, mushroom. You're not getting a lot. You're not getting volume. How much turkey cutlets could you possibly eat? And how many sweet potatoes are you actually eating as a female? Chances are you're having one or a little bit or a half of one, or you have like some sliced up or something like that. And you're having like a little bit of turkey. It doesn't sound like I think that it sounds like you're almost starving yourself with what you're saying, because to get sufficient calories from kale or spinach, like you're eating 5 fucking bags and you're still like not even there. It doesn't seem like you're eating a lot of calories. So maybe you can follow up in the group. I'm curious as to more about your nutrition, and then everyone else, of course, can speak on the medications and stuff if they have experience. But best of wishes to you, and we'll get into that more in the post. We'll get into in the group. We've talked about this. We've talked about this before. That's right, Phil. Priscilla, stupid question. Why do you wear sunglasses indoors? 1, because I want to. And 2, because of my myoswolitis. This has been obviously 1,380 episodes, so we've been doing this a while. But of course, new people coming into the podcast all the time. So I have a severe condition. It's called myoswolitis, where the actual photoreceptors in my eyes, when the UV rays and direct sunlight actually make contact, even the slightest from just any kind of light, even artificial lights in some cases, my myofibrils, like I actually I can't mitigate the rapid growth of my muscle tissue. So if I don't wear my sunglasses, I just get way too fucking swole. So it's my burden. It's my burden to bear. So I do my best. Bearded Dad, Amanda, if you're on several medications, ask your pharmacist to look at what you're on. A few years ago, my wife's doctor had her on a couple meds that, when taken together, caused severe depression and heart issues. Holy fucking shit. That's another thing that's scary, is that as much as we have doctors and we have pharmacists and we have these people, it's like, these are all human beings. Doctors make mistakes because doctors are human. They're not these monoliths of, oh, every doctor says the same thing. That's why you get another opinion. That's why you get another opinion. That's why you go and you get a second opinion or a third opinion. Some people go get 5 or 6 opinions, and then the seventh doctor figures out what the fuck is going on. These are just human beings. And when you have human beings that are, taught a certain way. All these doctors went to med school. They passed the same type of board exams. So they are programmed to do a certain thing a certain way. Very few doctors actually think for themselves. They just know what they've learned. They know what they've been programmed to do, and they boom, prescription, this, no, prescription, this suffix, this prefix, this thing. Oh, when they breathe, it's a little bit raspy. That's very raspy. That's super raspy. Okay, refer here, refer there, refer there. Oh, when this happens, give them this. When this happens, give them this pill. When this happens, give them a cream instead. When this happens, refer them out. It's just a fucking cycle, And again, I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying that they don't know shit. Of course not. But there's systems that are in place. And it's very easy to slack. It's and slack in the sense that it's very easy to let down your guard and to think it's one thing when it's really something else, because how do you know everything? Yeah, doctors learn different things. Different schools. Not every doctor had the same exact class, and it's just, no one's perfect. These are human beings you're talking to. These are human fucking beings. I mean, how much can you trust a human to make an accurate every time? Like, you can't. That's a lot of pressure for a doctor to be right all the time, but that's what you go there for. So it's very important that you cross-check that. You don't have to just believe everything someone says, whether they're a doctor or not. You can do your own research. You can Google the fuck out of it. You go and get a prescription. You can research it before you take it, even if it's covered by your insurance. Oh, it's free. So what? Look it up. Look at everything before you start putting something in your mouth. Understand. Learn. And then if you want to take it, it's up to you. But learn what it does to your gut biome. Learn what it does to your psychological health. Learn what it does to your weight gain and to your thyroid and to your metabolism. A lot of these things have so many side effects. You see the commercials, they have 10 minutes of fucking side effects. Let's see here. Cerny, doctors do make mistakes. I always look shit up about any meds I take on the internet. I would. Jimmy P, seems to me the nurses know a hell of a lot more than the doctors. I'm biased since my brother-in-law is a DNP in Chicago. Liz, regular doctor had me on 5 blood pressure medications and then told me to go to a kidney specialist. The kidney doctor told me my blood pressure was too low and took me off all the meds. Jesus Christ. Garrett, fitness and nutrition will eliminate a lot of the medications and medical deficiencies you have. I was suffering from pretty severe GERD, which is GERD, when I was 325 pounds. And now that I am 250, I can't tell you the last time I needed any sort of reflux medication. Your body will heal when treated appropriately. Gorillas. Thanks, Garrett. Jessica, while there are a lot of people in the medical field to help medicine as a business, some big medical facilities get kickbacks for prescribed medications, for sure. The other important thing to consider is side effects versus adverse effects. Medications is a fun area to do research. Ooh, good luck with that. Have fun looking. Ooh. Yeah. Here's a post from Brandon in the Swole fam. This is by far my biggest success. I recently started yoga and had left my yoga mat out. My youngest started asking questions about it and was a curious 4-year-old. I started the beginner's video I found on YouTube, and I will join for Swolgo when the funds permit, and she started following along with me. I may have been raised with zero direction on food and health, but I surely hope I can continue to offer better for them. I can't express how thankful I am I found the community and how supportive everyone is here. So awesome stuff. You know how awesome that is? How awesome that is when you have your child or someone close to you, whether it's your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, your parent, a coworker, a close friend, your child, that starts to take up on it. You're like, oh my God, they just did it on their own. They want to. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. Kids want to do it. Kids fucking love yoga because it's playing. Kids are doing, you notice how kids are doing yoga anyway. How do you think kids stand up for the first time? They do a yogi squat. They do an overhead squat. They're doing like a chair pose. Kids do downward dog all the time. That's how they fucking stand up for the first time. They do an overhead squat the first time they stand up. And this one's from yesterday, from Valentine's Day. You know we say fuck Valentine's Day, right? But this one's from Ellen. And she said, "Hey fam, happy Valentine's Day. This morning I woke up and did some yoga, which I just use an app on my phone for guidance at the moment. And I woke refreshed and eager to start my day. I even did a plank, which felt like it was forever, but was actually only 20 seconds. Laughing emoji. Yay, I know it's only day one, but I'm still really excited. Thank you. And thank you for sharing, Ellen. Congratulations. It is just day one. It's actually 20 seconds. Some people can't do a plank period, let alone a 20-second one. And most people don't do yoga. So you're light years ahead of, hey, in this country for men, the average waist size is a 40. The average waist size is a 40. So the next time you think that you're failing and that you're not doing so much, and oh, it's day one and I'm so bad at everything, just remember that the average waist size in the United States is a fucking 40. It's a fucking 40. Ah, a fucking 40. Papa Swole in the house, goddamn right. Brandon's post is adorable. It is, isn't it? It's just so cute. A couple things we need to do. Let's see, a reminder. Tomorrow is the Sunday Ask Papa Swolio live day. So we're doing a live Q&A on the Swolenormous channel. Swolenormous channel for the Q&A tomorrow. I will be swole texting all of you. Let's get a water break going, shall we? Come on, Kitty. Papa Swolio is in full effect of giving 0 fucks to anyone. Baby girl doesn't care. She's out there. She doesn't care. 0 fucks. Thank you so much for your support, Papa Swolio. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being there. Thank you for just sleeping. Thank you for the sleepies. Let's get a little water break. Water break, everyone. Eggplants and water droplets. Come on, let's bust a nut in the comments. Bust that nut, beaches. Come on. Yow.
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 Yow. Come on, Kitty. Come on, Kitty. Let's go. Let's go, Kitty. Here we go. Dance time. Everyone get your water out. Water break. Anyone? No water break? If you want a water break, you got to drop it. I'm waiting. I'll wait. We won't do it. We won't do it. I'll sit here all day. No, I won't. I got to get a pump on. I'll wait. Come on, Kitty. Let's go. All right, we got it going. Here we go, fam. Water break in 3, 2, shwam. Dance time. There you are, Kitty. Good, Kitty. Yes. That's a good kitty. Yes, you good kitty. Bitch. Oh my God. That was a good chug. We got the Swole card to give away. I've almost been forgetting to give away the Swole cards. At the end, failure is your friend. I didn't mention it too much. We just went deep today. I didn't wait. We just went deep. We just fucking went in. We went in today. Oh my God, hold on. That wasn't bad. Ooh, it tasted like coffee. Oh, it tasted like coffee. All right, let's give away the Swole card. Let's see what's going on here. Swole card giveaway. Swole card giveaway. Dun 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 dun. Let's do a little giveaway here. Swole card. Swole card. Swole card. Swole card. Scrolling. Swole card. Gotta find one before the end. No. Phil Gerard, what's going on, bro? When's the last time you won a Swole card? Good for you. Everyone say congratulations, Phil. Congratulations, dude. How appropriate. You were deep in this episode. Congratulations, Phil. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com with Swole card 1380. Ooh, we're coming up on 14 hundo, fam. We're coming up on that 14 hundo. How about that? How about that sweet action, fam? How about that sweet action? Congratulations, Phil. Yay, Phil. Yow. If you yow.
Yow.
Phil won. Yow. If you are, don't be a beesh. Everyone say congratulations. Say congratulations to Phil. I've been holding that one all the time. Anyway, so everyone say congratulations. Don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole.
Come on, stop whining.
You'll be fine. You'll live tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll give away one too on the Swolenormous channel. Reminder, tomorrow is the Sunday Q and Anus, the Sunday Fun Day. Ask Papa Swole live. 1381 will be on the Swolenormous channel, and I will see you there. I'll be Swole texting you today. Time to go get my pump on. Time to go fucking smash some titties. And I know, Danny, I know, bro. I know. Seems like 1300 was just yesterday. I don't know. You know, sometimes I look back at those older episodes and I'm like, damn, it's just a blur. It's a blur. Another one and another one and another one and another one. And wouldn't you know, we're going to snap our fingers and it's going to be 1500 and 1600. It keeps on going and going and going and going and going. Anyway, thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1380 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. See you tomorrow for 1380 Schwamp. Remember, Ask Papa Swole live, Swolenormous channel. I will send you in the Swole text, but it's on the other channel. I'll see you tomorrow there. Peace, McGee's, deuce, McGoose, ya boy, Papa Swoleo. Ho, 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 ho. Out.